Hey folks, check it out. The sun came out. Not a bad day here in the Hudson Valley. Some of that clean, dry, cold Canadian air came to see us. So it's like -1 Celsius. You could see it's about 1 o'clock, give or take a little bit. It is 12:31. So happy New Year's Eve. You guys can see that the green light is on, which means the sun is doing its best, and it's got my Energizer marine battery all charged up here. This one says 32 degrees, right? And it says it's Wednesday, and this guy's here because it's in the sun, says it's 44 degrees. You know, when it comes to working on stuff, this spot here with the sun beating in, and even next door, this garage here, these really are the best. And if I had the brains God gave to a crowbar, I mean literally a crowbar, what I would do is I'd excavate a little bit of this area out to almost where the cat is, and make sure that whatever I put on the ground here was dark colored. Either get some cement and put some dye in it and get it dark, or whatever. Get it really nice and dark colored. And if I did that, this area from the sun beating on it would feel so nice and warm. Even better yet, you know, go a little greenhouse thing hanging off the end of this. I mean, it would just be such a pleasure to work in, especially in the dead of winter. Anyway, so welcome to a cat, and welcome to New Year's Eve. Interesting New Year's Eve. It's when we all take a look at the year backwards and try to figure out what we were up to, what we did, you know, what progress we made or didn't make. For me, as I look back on 2014, I had my hip done right at the end of 2013. So 2014, the front end of it was healing. And then even with all of that, I guess I imported bikes up through May, so plus the caravan. So I brought in about 17 between the caravan and various motorcycles and three-wheelers. I don't know if I picked up any four-wheelers this year. I think I did. I think I picked up that 110 that's not worth anything. So I picked up 17 bikes, right? 12 and 5 is 17. And I think almost everything I brought home, I actually got running to some extent, which is actually amazing, considering that I've brought home so much stuff over the years, and literally some of this stuff I've had over 10 years, some of it 15 or 20, actually some of it 25, that I've never even started. So I think just about everything I brought home this year I've fired up in one way or another, you know, enough to see that the engine has potential or something like that. So you guys could be looking at this crap going, man, you got a crazy horde here, who are you kidding? And yeah, that's easy to say, but I'm also happy. Once again, hip surgery, bought a lot of bikes, got a lot of stuff running. For me, I've learned a lot about the 200S ignition system. Really good at timing them up, and you know, my portable CDI box for starting them, even if the wiring's screwed to death. So I'm happy. This has been a good year for me. I worked the entire year. Right, that's considered, to some extent, that's considered an accomplishment. Right, having a job is not always easy, so I'm cool with that. You know, managed to bring home enough money to feed myself, perhaps overfeed myself, and I managed to feed my family. My older son now has a house And not that a house is immortality, but if, you know, the old lady throws me out, I at least have some place to go and lay my head. Well, I look over the year, and it wasn't a bad year. Everybody I care about is doing fairly well. A couple of folks, I lost a couple of friends. I lost Vern, who died young. I lost Glade. I hope they both rest in peace. But I look over the year, and wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. What is this video about? A couple of things, and I'm not seeing it. I had a couple of questions. For the advance units, the things that advance, and I'm not seeing here. On the 200S motor, and of course there's not one handy for me to touch, but yeah, up, of course it's got to be a distance away, make life hard, and darkness. But up here on the 200S motor, you got the mechanical advance. Someone asked me if those springs could be replaced. Yeah, they could be replaced. Could they be purchased? I have not seen them for sale just as springs anywhere. I have not checked the Honda websites or anything like that to see if I can find them, but they do come off. I think it's a matter of just getting your hot little hands on them. I don't think the spring tension would be huge critical. I mean, they're meant to fly out at some point and stay out. I would probably, if anything, put in springs that were a little stiffer, because I think if you have the engine spun up, 3,500, 4,000, whatever, those things are going to fly out. So I think they'll overcome whatever little spring you put on them. So that was one question. Another question, there's a little wind, hopefully it doesn't ruin this whole thing. There was no wind until I just stepped outside here. I was asked the length of these things. This is a 200, Trimoto 200, I think, maybe, something like that. And if I check the length on this, it comes in, I don't know, what is that, somewhere around 26, top to bottom. I don't know what exact length you're looking at. I figured I'd go top to bottom. These guys are a tad longer, and these are actually, both of these are, what are they, DX225s. Comes in close to 28. I don't know, you can see that. 28 and a half, something like that, if you go all the way to the bottom. So, oh God, sucks getting old, guys. And this one here also comes in at 28. $28 and a half, something like that. Right. Both these bikes have springy up here yet. I'm not showing you very well. Get a little better angle. Right. So you can hear springy. This guy still has some springy. And lastly, this guy. see if I can get it to bounce. Ouch. Well, I bounced on it before it had springy. I guess at the moment it's not in the mood to bounce. So there's that question answered. I've been told my videos are a tad long, so a lot of times what I have is I have a bunch of small topics, so I have a tendency to wrap them into one longer video. What I'm going to do is shorten these up a little, try to keep them somewhere around 10 minutes. So folks, thank you for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and remember to enjoy all your days. Once again, thanks for all the support for the year 2014. Thanks for asking all the questions I had. You guys have been very, very helpful. Take care, folks. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.